good evening, folks. I'm Raquel SSG 2211. We have Maura Kitty and PK Dan the Burger Man. And we're back with the Santa Clauses season 2. So the Calvin family are back again for round 2, and it's holiday time, appropriate since it's almost holidays this time of year. And we're going to react with the season 2 trailer. So hope everyone's having a good evening. And let's see, I can get the trailer here. Alrighty, we have the trailer here for Santa Claus's season 2 official trailer. All right, so let's see if I can get. Let's see here. All right.
Yeah, if you make it more of a clip, you won't get tagged. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to play this trailer. So, the Calvin family are back. You know, Calvin is back as Santa again, back from retirement. As we last left him, he wanted to retire as season 1. He wanted to retire as Santa Claus to spend time more with his family and his 2 kids. So he hired let's see, his name was Simon Chosky, and his daughter Grace. So he hired Simon to be the new Santa Claus.
But he took capitalism entirely too far.
And that was a bad choice on Scott Calvin's part. Yeah, Simon was running more as a business, and you know, the spirit of Christmas was endangered. Elves were disappearing, including Noel and Betty and Gary, all the elves. And Scott had no choice to come back in with his family to save Christmas. So he's back from retirement. He's back as Santa Claus. And we're just going to see what's up next for the Calvin family. So in this scene, Santa Claus, his wife, and his 2 kids, Sandra and Calvin, are doing the loop-de-loop from in the sleigh. And, you know, Mrs. Santa Claus asked, how Calvin liked that. And Sandra said he passed out. I would have passed out
Actually,
too if in the loop-de-loop like that.
Santa asked, and she said he passed out.
Yeah, there's too much
you head backwards. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He passed out from the G-forces.
G-forces. Yep. Just passed out.
Yep, poor little thing.
Yeah. I would have passed out too.
That thing goes at Mach Jesus speed.
Yep. Look at that. He's passed out. Poor Cal.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe names
Checking his eyelids.
Oh, Calvin.
Checking his
eyelids
for leaks. Yeah.
So he's back as Santa. You know, everyone's nice and cheery with gumdrops and candy canes.
Until shit starts getting militant.
And then Santa Claus wants to train his son, Calvin, as to be the next Santa Claus. So he's training Calvin for the Santa Claus in training.
Yep.
And I don't think Cal doesn't look that enthusiastic.
He's also trying to give you up duties.
Well, he does look enthusiastic with the outfit, but I don't know if he's really enthusiastic, carrying the family business.
He's also trying to divvy up the duties of Santa Claus. He's trying to
Yeah.
make it the family affair. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he's really, as like, has a life full ahead of him. So he's very young too.
Yeah, because he's like, what, 18, 19, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Yes. So it's going to be a long time till, Scott Calvin can retire as Santa Claus.
Right.
So he's in Santa in training with the candy cane rope. Candy cane. So he goes down in someone's chimney to train, and the let's see if I can get the woman with hair curlers comes in, says, "Who are you? What are you doing in my house?" He follows back into the tree, and she's like hitting him with I think a pillow. Like,
Yeah,
what are
it
you
looks like
doing
a
in my
decorative
house?
pillow. Like
Yeah.
a decorative pillow.
What do you do?
Get the ass.
She literally says, "What are you doing with my tray?"
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep. Like, great way to start treating.
OJT, yeah.
Yeah.
On the job.
Are they supposed to know when people are sleepy and when they're not? How does this keep happening?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they're night owls.
Well, still, like he knows when you are sleeping. Clearly fucking not.
Well,
Yeah.
again, this is Calvin in training, so
Oh, I know, but isn't his dad like up there, like keep your eye on this sort of thing?
right.
Poor kid.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's getting pummeled by a decorative pillow. What are you doing to my house?
Good thing they're not in Oklahoma. That wouldn't have been a pillow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Santa Claus is telling, he's training Calvin as Santa Claus. And that's been, for what we saw, going out at a great start. And the elves, Noel and Betty, don't really look very enthusiastic or very sure
Yeah.
about this move.
They're like, not more change.
Yeah. not no.
Now we get to this interesting part. Magnus Antus, which is code for Mad Santa. Oh, so there's a Mad Santa here. Da, da, da.
This is something I have to. He literally says, "This is something I have to worry about."
Calvin, Scott Calvin is I think I can't really see it here. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Betty says Mad Santa. And I think this is Mrs. Claus. And he says, is this something we have to worry about here?
Why was this not mentioned before?
Probably. From the sounds like it. I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, if you remember, we already with I think it was the second movie already dealt with the escape clause already. Now we're dealing with a Mad Santa this time around. So this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Now let's see here. We see the spirit of Christmas and a little nutcracker of a Mad Santa here. Yeah.
So what, they trapped him in there or something?
In the nutcracker? Maybe.
Well, I mean, it looks like a little Santa. It doesn't look. It looks like. I mean, it looks like the same kind of carving style they did for the nutcrackers, but it looks like a little Santa. Because I'm just now figuring out that somehow that magically brought him back.
Maybe the spirit of Christmas and the Nutcracker Santa together, the Mad Santa, somehow undo the spell.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think
he
was
was
they tried
trapped
to trap him in there, which I assume would make him more mad.
Well, who
Right.
knows
Like,
how long he
would.
was trapped in that little nutcracker.
Well, the last Santa they had to have for like a couple of 100 years, so
Right, but
So
this is
this
going
one
to
had-
be
pretty old too.
longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
To cross fandoms. Oh, 10,000 years will give you one crick over the neck. Aladdin.
Yep,
Aladdin, yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then we see
Yep,
Fluffy.
this is I think
comedian Enrique
it
Iglesias.
is I see it. See, I can pronounce it correctly here. Gabriel
Sorry, Gabriel Iglesias.
Just say
Gabriel
Fluffy.
Iglesias. As
Fluffy.
Kris Kringle, apparently, in this scene. Doesn't, I guess he's playing as himself as Kris Kringle in this
Well, he does for a little
season.
bit. I think they show him as Santa a little later on. I think.
I think
It
so
was
too.
kind of Santa-ish, like.
It was so brief that they showed it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
he's
It was
hilarious.
brief.
He's a hilarious comedian.
I saw him in person in '98.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's one of the few I'd actually go see.
Yeah.
He's like to so we see the Mad Santa here, that is played by Eric Stonestreet from The Modern Family.
Yeah.
So here's Mad Santa.
He also
He
did the voice of Duke in Secret Life of Pets. Secret Life of Pets.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that.
Secret Life of Pets is adorable.
So Kris Kringle
Yeah,
looking to Mad Santa, and Mad Santa saying, like, I'm the only Santa, true Santa, and he wants to take out the imposters in the North Pole. Uh-oh. Oh no.
He even says
We got competition here.
The original Santa. He even says he's
The original Santa. Yes. Oh no.
Yep.
About to get militant, man.
Yeah.
They start whipping out weapons and shit. So.
Oh yeah, that's a little bit later. Yeah.
So
Threatening letter.
I guess he sends a letter to Scott Calvin, aka Santa Claus, saying, "Dear fraud of the North, thine days are numbered." Uh-oh. This is not good. We definitely have some competition coming in. Things are about to get crazy at the North Pole.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So here's Mad Santa, and he has the Santa in training outfit. So apparently he stole that from Calvin, apparently.
Yeah, the name tag's right there. It says Cal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And
it says Santa in training on the vest, yeah.
Which is kind of a weird thing for him to be wearing, but
yeah.
And he said I'd go after them and stuff. He said, but nicely, because I'm not a monster after all, or something like that.
Well, he said because I am Santa Claus.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yep. Can't be mean because I am Santa Claus. He basically says, yeah.
He says he's a little bit mean, but he's sweet because he's Santa.
Yeah.
Like, okay, good to know.
It doesn't really give a tactical advantage, but all right.
Yeah. Now here's Kris Kringle looking Kris Kringle-y in the scene. Very brief, but we do see him as Santa. And here he's again in the.
He looks like a snowman there.
Yeah, like Frosty the Snowman.
He does. Frosty.
Down to the hat, white shirt he's wearing.
Yeah, down to the hat, down to the scarf, down to the outfit.
Yep. Gabriel Iglesias. with an I.
And see, like Kris Kringle and Matt Santa talking to each other.
Kris Kringle
Matt
knows he's
Santa's telling him
crazy.
his troubles. Yep, he's telling him his troubles. He said, "Yes, you've already told me all this." He says that basically, yeah.
Yeah, he was exiled. The man Santa was exiled for the North Pole. For what, we don't know.
I hope they cover that.
He was
I feel
very
like that's
mean, very unfair.
Yeah.
And
Unfairly
like
treated,
Kris
yeah.
Kringle was like, "Yeah, you might have mentioned that."
Yeah. Yeah.
So
he's
was,
repeating it as he's saying it too. He's saying it as he says it.
yep. So he was Man Santa was outcast for being mean and unfair. But I'm wondering what else. Has to be something else too. That that contributed him to be outcasted and possibly imprisoned in a Santa Nutcracker. We really don't know, so it'll be interesting to find out.
Yeah. I'm really curious why.
And Kris Kringle's having like some kind of like ice cream for sprinkles? And a snow cone? Yep.
Yeah. Gabriel Iglesias being Gabriel Iglesias. Yeah.
So we see, I guess this is like a place that says Santa Polis Welcome. Kind of looks like run down a little bit. I mean the sign, but I can't really. It looks good in the background, and Santa Claus, this man Santa Claus, just claps his hands together and creates magic with doing something. I can't really tell what.
Yeah, they switched the scene too fast to figure out what's going on there with that.
And like Santa Claus, Scott Calvin saying, "Our family is full of magic," and saying we can handle this. I'm like, this might be too much to handle. Calvin, like Calvin's celebrating his 18th birthday. I don't think that's Sandra, his sister. I think that's his girlfriend about to brush her teeth. I think her name is Ruby Ray. Yeah, Calvin's girlfriend he was seeing from last season. So somehow she got transported to the North Pole. Somehow.
Yeah, they don't explain that in this little clip. In this little 2-minute video.
Now you see right here, I think that's Sandra is used magic for what I don't know. She did it really angrily. She like stomped the ground and like poof, purple magic. I don't know what she's angry about. I guess we'll have to.
They don't quite give context to it.
No. No, right here, Mrs. Claus is telling Gary the elf to get her jetpack. Like Gary's like saying, Gary, get
Gary, get my jetpack. Gary, get the pudding.
Get the jetpack. Gary, get the nutcracker. Gary, get my pudding.
Gary, don't eat the pudding out of the
not
garbage.
Get my pudding.
Why does it never end? Yeah.
Stop eating pudding out of the trash. When does it end? Like really, eating pudding out of the trash? That doesn't really sound sanitary. But whatever. And he is eating pudding in the scene as we speak.
Yeah, and he's a righty. Yeah, I saw that too. Okay.
Let's see if I can get the scene here. Might not able to get it. Let's see here. There's the preppy elf. I don't know what her name is. And then we see Betty and Noel.
Yeah.
And there's Mad Santa with Kris Kringle, who stole the Santa sleigh. So they're apparently rogue outside of the world doing something. Don't know what, but it ain't looking good.
Nah.
Scott Calvin looks all concerned. Like, what the heck?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I can get it. Nope, I can't get it. I think that's Mrs. Claus and Sandra in their jetpacks, meeting. I think they're going to see. I forget her name is Bellafania. Bellafania, the Christmas witch.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the forest. Yeah, I remember her. Yeah.
Mrs. Claus comes in saying she has the Santa Buster, and Scott Calvin's like feels weirded out to have something named after feels weird having a weapon named after him called the Santa Buster.
Right? Like, why do they have that kind of armory?
I don't know.
Actually, I think he says, why do we have something called the Santa Blaster at the North Pole?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a good question, though. Like, what kind of, like, Santa invasion are they usually expecting to have these kind of armaments?
Right.
Back up.
Yeah.
And there's Noel. Looks like he's in the mailroom.
Yeah, it does.
And here's the interesting part. We see the Easter Bunny here being played by Tracy Morgan. If everyone remembers in the Santa Claus 2 movie, the Easter Bunny was portrayed by the late Jay Thomas, who sadly passed away in 2017. So they recasted the Easter Bunny in this TV series here for season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks so nice. He looks really prim and proper in the scene.
Yeah. Now, why they got the Easter Bunny there, I'm not quite sure yet.
We see Sandra and Calvin. Looks like they're like on a mission or something like that. Maybe to stop the Mad Santa and Kris Kringle, apparently.
Yeah. Now,
and we see a little snippet of the Sandman.
Yeah.
From the second movie.
Yep. Now, what I'm slightly afraid of is if they bring Jack Frost back too.
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe. I mean, they brought the Sandman back, sort of the Easter Bunny. Are they going to bring Father Time or Mother Nature and the Tooth Fairy in the TV series? I honestly don't know. We'll have to see.
I'm thinking that might be a good way for Scott to deal with the Mad Santa.
Yeah, you're right. It would be really a devious way to deal with the Mad Santa. But if you remember, Jack Frost is a good Jack Frost now, so that might not work.
But he still has it within him.
We see the Tooth Fairy. So we do see the Tooth Fairy in here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And that's
Give more
that's the
credence to
trailer.
it.
The 2-episode premiere will be premiering this Wednesday. On Disney Plus. I don't know what time will be available, but it will be available this Wednesday at 2-episode premiere. And there'll only be last season there were 6 episodes. This time there's only 5, so they cut a little bit short here. But that's what's coming up for this season for the Santa Clauses, and I'm looking forward to see what's coming next with this Mad Santa and Kris Kringle. How are they gonna
now they're dropping the first 2, or the first 2?
Yeah, they're
or
dropping.
The first episode?
It's a 2-episode premiere, so the 2 episodes they're
Okay.
half an hour long. Will appear on Wednesday on Disney Plus. Don't know what time, but I guess we'll see. Like I said, only 5 episodes this season instead of 6, from last season. So I think the last episode.
If they're dropping them the same way they were all the Star Wars and the Marvel shows, it's 9 p.m. Eastern. If they drop it on the
Maybe
same time as the
I'm not
shows.
really sure.
Yeah,
we'll have to see.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna keep it.
But the last episode's on the end of this month, so that's pretty much it. Only 5 episodes, not 6 like last season. I'm looking forward to see the continuing adventure of the Calvin family / Santa Claus. Looks pretty good. We got new characters coming in. We see familiar characters coming back, especially from the second movie, the Tooth Fairy and somewhat the Easter Bunny. I don't know if we'll see Mother Nature or Father Time coming back in the TV series, including Jack Frost. I'm not really sure. Maybe, hopefully, maybe a nice surprise. But
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. They will. Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts? Looking forward to this new season, BK Dan.
I'm actually looking forward to the. I can't say nostalgia, but that's the closest word I can think of Santa Claus 2. Bringing all the fairy creatures back. So far we saw Tooth Fairy, Easter Bunny, and Sandman.
Yep, Sandman.
I'm really interested in that. And what they do? I forgot the name of the elf. Get my jetpack. What's his name?
Gary.
Oh yeah, thank you. I'm looking forward to what they do with Gary this season. Yeah. As far as what kind of personality they give to him.
Myra, what are your thoughts about this upcoming season?
Sorry, I had to try to unmute it. The cat is chasing a mouse at the moment. Sorry, I had to mute that. I heard well, I thought it was little tiny bells jingling, but turned out that was a squeak. But you gotta ask the question again. Can't have you distracted.
Okay, what are you looking forward to this new season of the Santa Clauses?
Boy, I'm not as into Christmas stuff as you are, but I don't know. I'd like to see if it's action packed.
All right, good enough.
I mean, it'd be interesting to see that guy play something other than, a silly guy on Modern Family. I mean, he still got some of that same silliness, so it works for him. But
right, he does.
Yeah, I know him Secret Life of Pets. That's what I knew him from the.
He's also from Modern Family.
Voice of Duke, yeah.
Yeah, I'd seen Secret Life of Pets. I just forgot he was in there. But yeah, seeing him be the bad guy sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, it does.
Plus, Gabriel Iglesias is hilarious.
Oh God,
indeed.
Yes.
for me, I'm looking forward to see the continuing adventure of the Calla family / the Clauses. Yeah, really nostalgic for this season. I mean, I've been watching the first and the second movie since I was a kid. I watched the third movie as well. Very nostalgic for this series. It's part of my childhood. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see how they're gonna deal with the Mad Santa and Kris Kringle over here, and stuff like that. See returning characters in this series like the Tooth Fairy and the Sandman and sort of the Easter Bunny. Don't know if other characters will surprisingly show up in the TV show. We don't know, but it's great to see everyone again coming back for another round in this TV series, and I can't wait to see what it's gonna be all about. Like I said, half an hour episodes, only 5 this time around instead of 6. 2-episode premiere on Wednesday at Disney Plus. Don't know what time. I guess we'll just have to see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for coming. We'll see you probably later on this week. If not, we'll update you if we have to rearrange our schedules or stuff like that. But thank you for coming. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the stream out, and if you like what you see here, subscribe. And
yeah, Wade.
Hey, Wade. Hi, how are you doing? Oh, we're about to end things here, Wade. But thank you for coming.
Yeah.
If you want, I'm not really sure if you've seen season 1. But if you have, just DM me, and we can see if we can work stuff out. Hope you like the edit. Oh, you mean Twitter? I haven't really looked at it yet. I've been busy, but I'll look into it and let you know. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. We'll catch you later. Yes, I saw that, Wade. Thank you. I appreciate it. Anyways, we're gonna take off here, and we'll see you guys soon.
Thanks,
Later, all.
Later, y'all. If this is your first time being here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at RaquelSSG2211. Catch you later.